Did you stop the broadcast?
No. Says I'm on air. Shoot, you may have to get on YouTube just to see it.
Oh wait, hang on, I think it's loading now. Hey, there it is. It's like a 5-second delay, but it's there.
So, there's my horse Bella. Hey, one person on air.
Wonder who that is.
I think it might be more than a 5-second delay.
Yeah. Let me count again. Say something real quick, I'm counting.
Ow.
Ten seconds. Damn.
Also, anybody else who joins this broadcast can hear you.
That's cool.
I'm really doubting with my my large following that anyone will be joining you.
Bet if it was on Twitch, you might get 1 or 2 stragglers since this is a really popular game right now.
Yeah.
Hey Arthur, what are you doing?
So you'll be able to see the subtitles at the bottom of the game as well.
I ain't got a market for it. They made it. They must have someone to sell it to. Stuff look kind of lonely out here. I think we'll cut ourselves a deal.
I get you.
You and Dutch was just doing your duty when you requisitioned it.
I think I gotta be logged into YouTube to type of
Let's
comment.
get going now.
Yeah.
I gotta get my YouTube started.
I'll leave you fellas to it. Good luck.
Thank you, John.
So I'm joining a mission with Hosea right now, who's kind of the elder of the group.
Okay, let's head out to the Braithwaite's place. You know the way?
Yeah, I've been there. So what exactly are we doing? This is the moonshine we took after blowing up the Braithwaite still, right?
I think the good citizens taking the trouble to return their stolen goods deserve some reward, don't you? And it's time we made a formal introduction, like Dutch told us. Look, these are 2 big old plantation houses, and all I keep hearing is they hate each other so much they can't see past it.
I know. I've seen it. There's a gray boy and a Braithwaite girl carrying on a secret affair. I've been, well, helping them.
The mind boggles. You think they're of use?
Not sure.
Oh no, I took a wrong turn.
Involved in the rest of it. Maybe.
Well, I'm sure there's money in this for us somewhere if we can get in the middle of it.
Yep.
So as you can tell, you know, it's kind of, you travel by horse or you don't get anywhere. Because it will take forever. You should be able to see the map when I pull it up here.
What are you trying to do right now?
Oh wow, that I didn't even realize the map was this big. I'm zoomed all the way out and I can't see all the map. But and then the red sections down at Blackwater, which is still mostly cloudy because you're not in that. You know, it's you have to discover that to be able to see the map. Wanted Dead or Alive there. That's the beginning of the story. Which is kind of still murky. Over here in New Hanover, I have a $60 bounty, thanks to the story. because of... No, not there. Where is it? Valentine. You end up having to shoot a lot of people in Valentine. And then you end up moving over here to Lemoyne, which is where St. Denis is, which is where I also racked up a $300 bounty, which is a lot of money for 1900, you know.
Right.
Caliga Hall is where the Greys are, who also run pretty much all the roads. And then over here at Braithwaite Manor is the Braithwaites, of course. And then you'll see down here this little crazy lady. That is actually the mentally insane sister that's locked away in an outhouse. I actually stumbled across it during one of the, as mentioned, the Gray and Braithwaite girl. The Gray boy and Braithwaite girl, you know. Delivering letters and helping them as I was leaving the Braithwaite's area to avoid being detected by the guards. I stumbled across it and I heard somebody in there, and I'm walking around it, and it's just like, who is it? I know you're out there. How about a kiss? And, you know, just weird stuff like that. And you get the option to peek in, and you start to peek, and she jumps out and tries to grab you or something because she's been locked in there for so long.
Yeah.
And she doesn't count right or anything like that, but here we are approaching Braithwaite Manor.
What are you actually trying to do right now?
I don't know.
Modest little homestead, isn't it?
Like, what really is like the whole idea of the game? I mean, I know you're on horses and stuff, but then what?
Moonshine, my fine fellow. May I have a word with the man of the house?
The man of the house is a lady, Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
May I speak with her? I want to discuss a business opportunity. I mean no harm. No harm at all. You may happily shoot me if I do.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the main point right now is...
You heard the man. Driver, proceed, please.
The main point is just following the leader Dutch's advice and guidance. Though his actions were what caused the Valentine incident, where Leviticus Cornwall, the very wealthy man who Dutch kept organizing to have robbed,
What you want? Found something.
uh,
Out in the hills. Thought
caused all
maybe you
that.
was in the market for it.
And so now they're in
Some liquor.
I ain't in the market for what's already mine.
The way we see it, it's ours. Well, with us possessing it, and I checked all over. For the life of me, I couldn't see your name on it. Oh. Relax, I ain't here to rob you. Oh, it seems that's easy enough. Wanna do a deal? What do you sell that stuff for?
$1 a bottle.
You give us 50 cents.
It's already ours.
Well, look on it as a reward for finding the property. Alternative is we go sell it someplace else.
The alternative is you get shot.
Now, who wants to get shot over a bottle or two of liquor?
Pay the man.
Pleasure doing business with you. And listen, we didn't take it. At least not without orders
Oh,
from...
I know exactly who gave you your orders. Old Sheriff Gray. You know what? I don't want it. In fact, sir, now you can do me a favor.
Interesting.
There's an extra $10 if you do. Drive the stuff into Rhodes, head over to the tavern run by Mr. Gray, and give the stuff out for free.
Mama!
Hush now. I believe they call that a promotional expense.
As you wish, madam.
You boys come back sometime and tell me how you made out. Maybe we'll play a little cribbage.
Interesting.
All right. Next stop, the Rhodes Saloon.
Here we go.
So I finally sold those Cornwall bonds. Got close to 1,000 for him.
And there it is mentioned, the Cornwall bonds stolen from a train.
Especially after that bloodbath in Valentine.
Bloodbath and Valentine.
Bad at all.
Apparently, Cornwall's been pumping a lot of cash into the Pinkertons. Wants to keep their full effort on going after
The Pinkertons are a government agency,
That don't
by the way,
surprise me.
who are the ones hunting down the group
You and Dutch already have this
of
thing
Dutch,
going on.
Hosea, Arthur. Arthur Morgan, of course, is the
Now we're
main character who you play as.
ourselves in his blood feud.
Oh, okay.
We'll need
I was hoping this was like a fun and interesting,
You know
but this is like so much more of an informational part of the story.
your accounts.
So, dude, just trying to get an idea how the game
I'm the clown.
is. You'll get an exciting
You're
part
the
soon.
idiot.
I'm the clown, you're the idiot.
Sad and keep quiet. Even you can do that, Arthur.
Well, I have to.
Oh gosh.
Smoke this pipe. Bring your lip forward just a bit. Squint. Oh, perfect.
What about you?
Oh, shh. You can't speak. You're turned idiot. Bro, poor mammy's hot. There. Fenton, there. Don't get mad now.
Also, you can steal stuff and sell it back, which is pretty interesting. You can make a good buck doing that. Looting people. If you loot innocent people, your reputation goes down. Just saying. Even though there's nobody around, the game knows, and your reputation goes down. Which, if you get it low enough, you start getting charged more.
See.
Buying things. And if your reputation gets so good, you get discounts. So right now, I get a slight discount.
Strangle her in a rage, right? Grab 2 cases of that stuff and follow me.
I guess you just gotta follow along the story and the guidance for now.
Yeah.
Gentlemen! Quite the town you have here. We just rode in from up north. Hey. Hello. Hello, I'm Melvin. This is my brother Fenton. Don't mind him. Don't madden him. He's turned idiot. Killed our mother, but it weren't his fault. How'd you boys like a couple of bucks? I bet you would. One for each of you. We're in the new trade of advertising, which is an American art form about ensuring people buy the correct things.
I don't know.
$1 more. Says give us half an hour. What harm can we do in half an hour? Go along now. Enjoy the money. Come along, Fenton.
Interesting.
Let's hand out the liquor.
You can also barge into people's rooms. Like that door I just walked past on the right.
Okay.
Obviously not in like this moment.
Gentlemen, my name is Melvin. That's my brother Fenton. He's a bit funny, but boy, can he pour drinks fast. For the next 30 minutes, the drinks in this here bar, in this here town, are entirely free. The only rule is that you gotta drink them. So hurry up, put old Fenton to work. Don't get him mad, though. His mama made him mad, and we buried her. Poor thing. Now come up to the bar, everybody. Come on, fellas. I'll have one, Fenton. Drinks. A gift. Bounty. It's a sin to look at gift horses. When I see gift horses, my mind.
What? I actually have to serve the drinks?
Keep them coming.
Yes, sir.
Drink up.
Mr. Gray won't be happy about this.
Fenton, open another bottle. God, where's mine then? Don't be sorry.
Better be finished.
Opportunity.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're a fine man, Fenton. Fine man. Don't listen to your brother. Boys, let's go. Over here, Fenton.
Hey, send a couple this way, will ya?
Damn.
Free drinks, boys.
Oh, wife is gonna kill me. I only went out for milk.
Well, that hit the spot. Keep 'em coming, Finn.
Just keep 'em coming.
Drink up, drink! Lemoyne Raiders. Good evening, gentlemen. Quiet libation.
You,
Me?
you're the bastards who stole the liquor we was gonna buy.
Oh, here's the
We're
good
in
part.
advertising. Come on in and have a drink.
That's our goddamn
An
liquor.
honest mistake.
Boys, get him.
Alright.
Now you got a problem.
You fools are playing the wrong game. Hi, Arthur. Get off me. Shoot this bastard. Hey, hey, this way.
That's our booze, you damn bastards.
Let's go.
Oh, shoot.
Come on, Franklin.
Oh my goodness.
What part did you just see? Him get taken off?
Ain't gonna let this go, are they?
Getting tackled down, yeah.
Go to my cattleman revolver here. Oh, I missed.
I see them.
Well, shoot them then. Behind us, Arthur, coming out of the alley.
Is there any chance that you, like, is the game just gonna let you, like, shoot them down, or is there any chance that it gets you back if you're, like, not good enough?
You have to kill him off or you die. Which I've never gotten to that point where I die or anything. Oh, what? Ooh, oops.
Think you can steal from us? You're dead men.
I thought there were only 3 of these people, there's like freaking 20 of them.
What the heck?
In front of you, Arthur. Keep at him, Arthur. See any more of them?
Don't think so.
Yeah, so you just keep meandering about until you get away.
A few bottles of booze?
I reckon it's more they don't want another gang on their patch.
Okay. Pull off the road here.
All right, we're good.
Yeah. Remind me never to take up a career in, what was it?
Advertising.
You think that woman set us up?
No, I don't think so.
What's that 6158 at
Maybe.
the top right?
This place is odd.
I keep seeing those fellas.
What?
Some local militia.
Right, that
Clearly
was
not too
just the
happy to have some new
6158 at the
competition.
top right corner.
I'll go visit old Mob Braithwaite. See what's
I don't
what.
have anything in my top
We've been
corner.
making money. The chest is
What
filling
was
up
there?
again, slowly
Remember, I'm
but
on a
surely.
delay here.
Part of me thinks we just get ourselves good and lost. but we still need a lot more money before that can happen. So, for now, let me go give old Mrs. Braithwaite some of this moonshine as, well, let's call it a peace offering.
Sure.
That was fun, Fenton. We'll make an actor of you yet.
I'll go speak to Dutch.
So it had a little bit of shooting around in there. But,
So, what do you
so
think?
here's Dutch.
About what?
Fine folks around these parts.
Oh, real nice.
Exactly. On the one side, we have got the Gray family. Scots, degenerates, drunkards, the local law. You couldn't make this stuff up. Rich as Croesus. And on the other, their mortal enemies, the Braithwaites. Moonshiners, hypocritical, both rolling, we believe.
In gold.
And in the middle of it all, you got some inbred retelling of Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
So what you boys thinking?
We try to rob them both.
You sure?
Why not?
Because
And there's
we got a
Dutch.
lawman in 3
There
different
is
states
Dutch.
after us.
Last thing I want is to get us into trouble, but we need money. Now, we have the opportunity here to put ourselves in the middle of something ain't nobody gonna know we was here. Because even without us, these fools are gonna kill each other anyway.
Okay, well, Hosea's gone back to see that Braithwaite woman.
Good. Hosea should definitely take the lead on this. I sent Sean over to Braithwaite Manor, too. Now, you can meet up with them, or join John and Javier at the Gray's place. Something to do with the Braithwaite's prize horses.
Well, how the hell did we get in at the Gray's place?
Sheriff Gray kindly put in a word with his father. It ain't that complicated. We gotta convince each family that we're on their side, and then we rob them both. Before they figure out it was us that done it, and not the other lot, we'll be long gone. Think of it as payback for my daddy.
Payback. I ain't in the revenge business, Dutch. Least of all for something happened a long time ago.
Well, I guess we all gotta pay for something. Now, if you will excuse me, Arthur, I got to write a letter.
And that right there is Dutch. In a nutshell. So, other things that you can do, of course. Where's my horsey? There she is.
Stay away from me. That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Oh, it's a goodie, I'm telling you.
It always is with you. Then we end up heading in a burning barn getting shot at.
You're a sad man, Arthur.
Yeah, that's okay. I know what you're gonna say. You're missing out.
Alright, so my horse's name is Bella, in case you missed that earlier. Named after my dog, Bella.
Easy there, girl.
This is one of the better tiers of the game. Racehorse. Really good speed. Pretty good acceleration. Solid stamina, solid health.
Okay, girl.
And it is 10:02 p.m. Alright. So, let's see. Lenny. I feel like Lenny is interesting. John Marston. Let's try Lenny here, actually. I think Lenny is a high velocity. Oh, one thing about horses. Your horse is what has all your... Well, I'm in camp, so I can't see it. I'm going to have to walk out of camp.
Easy now.
So your horse... Oh, I still can't see it. Am I not far enough away from camp? Okay, here we go. So, you got your handguns up here. Double action revolver, cattleman revolver, and a sawed-off shotgun. You can also carry 2 long arms. One on your shoulder, one on your back. A carbine repeater, Lancaster repeater, a rolling block rifle, aka the sniper of the game, double barrel shotgun, pump action shotgun, and a bow. Now as you can see, there's like a white inside of a gray, and at the very bottom is condition. So as your weapon gets used more and more and more, your condition goes down, and so does your accuracy and all the other attributes with it.
Interesting.
Honestly, my favorite is going to be the Lancaster and the pump action shotgun. I would say that is my favorite combination. Just because the Lancaster is the most... What the heck? Lancaster holds 14 rounds, the most of any of my guns.
Yep.
And, oh, we're running low on health supplies as well. Alright. So, speaking of health supplies, your top 3 are your tonics, which, health, stamina, deadeye. They each do something. Each of them will either fully restore or fortify your current usage. And fortifying means you're invincible for... It does not drain for a certain amount of time. Some of them if it's an opened item, it fully restores it. It does not fortify it any. And then some of them only give experience. But also some of them will cause damage to your core. So those are good to keep out for, and I literally have nothing to help my health out. So that's fantastic. As you can see there, my health core is very low, so I'm not going to be able to heal myself. Let me see if I can get any stew. Oh, I can take some stew, actually. So, the stew fortifies your core, which means you can heal indefinitely for a while. And you'll be able to see that as it fills up my core. It does not fortify at that time, actually.
Hello, Arthur. There he is.
So let's go out here to Lenny. This will probably be the last thing.
Yes, kid. You got a lot on? Just hunting for all this hillbilly gold that Dutch and Hosea seem to think is out there just waiting to be stolen. Why?
I got something. Could be good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was in Rhodes talking to some of the colored folk. They said there's a gang of fools holed up in the swamps east of here who think they war ain't never ended.
The Civil War?
Yeah, apparently it's still raging in these fools' minds 30 years later.
Okay.
That ain't my point. These ignorant fools are weapon dealers. And in their dealings sometimes sit on a decent pile of cash. Yeah, been selling weapons to Cuba and South America for years. Anyway, the old boy I was talking to reckoned there might be a bunch of cash just sitting around. And failing that, maybe a nice stash of weapons.
It's just a bunch of crazies guarding it?
Exactly.
Well, worth Worth taking a look at least, isn't it?
That was my
So
thing.
this one, as
Said
you
it
might
was
be able
at
to
some place
tell,
called
is going to be
Shapers, deep in the woods.
a little bit more intense because you're robbing people.
Mm.
I was hoping you'd be in. If it's how they told it, it's gonna be something all right.
We'll see.
I wish it would be daylight so you could see my horse. As you can see, she has a braided tail. That's right, you can braid your horse's mane and tail and change the colors. And I also just realized I still have a pelt, an animal pelt,
I might have met these crazies before.
You've been drinking again?
on the back of my horse.
Well, yes, but no, that's not how I might have met them. I think some of them harangued me and Sadie when we were coming back with supplies.
Mrs. Adler.
Yeah, and Mrs. Adler did just fine. More than fine, actually. She's terrified. But I got a notion these fellers is one and the same.
Yeah, we won't find no shortage of angry Peckerwood idiots in the state of Lemoyne. That's for sure.
Is it really that different in this state? We haven't come far.
It seems like it is.
These boys got a manner about them, but I haven't necessarily noticed.
All respect, Mr. Morgan. You wouldn't notice. Might call you a nigger lover. They see us riding like this. But most of it is
Oh, wow.
a glance or a word.
Interesting.
And after that, a visit in the night.
Out west, it's
Out west is out west. And you're all who you are. Decent folks.
I'm assuming
Some
this game
places
ready
down here.
mature.
Yes.
They judge different.
well, no.
Yeah, because
Guess
the
it can't be
language.
so easy for you, Lenny.
Mhm.
Sorry you're caught up in this.
Well, I guess their gold's still shining. And their guns still shoot. So I'm game for robbing any and every one of these bastards for all they got.
Okay then.
Plus, it beats being lynched back in Blackwater with all of you by my side.
I guess it does.
So you can see I have almost $1,100 to myself, which is a mighty fine amount.
Feels like we're close. It's a rundown old plantation house down in the bayou somewhere.
Let's take it slow. Be cautious. If, like you say, these crazies are sitting on weapons, we're gonna wanna strategize a little before getting shot at.
Of course.
TX just got
Stand around
online.
the old battlefield and keep on going.
Yeah, I've been here before. I can see the wrecked
He'd
old
be on at
Civil
night.
War weaponry. Where are the wrecked old Civil War holdouts?
Oh, and then your screen does a little
See
like
that church up ahead?
a
They're
black
supposed to
thing in
use
the
it as
top
an
left
outpost.
corner,
Heard
kind
they
of
got
shade
men
out a
going
little
between
part.
here and the big house all
Probably
day.
your notification that
Okay.
text got on.
Yep.
Seen that before.
Look at this field. Imagine getting caught up in a fight like this.
Yeah. I don't care to. Hold those reins in. Let's just take a look around the place.
I hear you. It doesn't look like anyone's here.
We don't know that for sure. Let's have us a nosy.
Hear that? Someone's on the track.
He is messaging me asking for park. Yes,
Boy.
anything?
Go whack.
Let's see where he's going. You're on me now.
Right behind you.
Let's keep our distance. Just two fellers out on the road.
Those crates in the back. They look like explosives to you? He could turn off at any time. Should we move up on him? I think I see something. End of the avenue, between the trees.
Might be it. Might be. Keep it steady.
Hey, big plantation house. Must be shady there. I reckon we can leave our mounts up there, off the trail.
Good enough to me.
Come on. We can get a view on them from that wall up there. Make sure you bring the sharpshooter. I'll take the other side. You get in cover there.
I have to bring my stinking... Okay, whatever. Did not want to bring my sniper rifle, but...
Yo, Tech said he's by himself, by the way. If you want to do a little park.
Alright, guys. For all of you viewers, that is going to be the end of the broadcast. Thank you all for joining in. I really appreciate the views. Now, how do I cut off the broadcast?